Hello and welcome to Talk About It Thursday with Bri. So right now it's rumbling and grumbling. There's thunderstorm, lightning going on. This is the perfect weather to talk about toxic parents, because as a child, when you are absorbing all this toxic mindsets, all these toxic words from people that are supposed to love, protect, and nurture you, when you become an adult, oh, there's a grumble. Oh, there's a resentment. There's tears and pain that want to come out, just like this thunder and this lightning and this rain that needs to be let out. And a lot of times, there are a lot of wounds that are left unhealed and that continue going throughout adulthood unless they are acknowledged and unless an action is taken place for the child themselves to heal and get through. There's a saying that the people that you surround yourself around the most are the people that are going to kind of give you a foresight or an image of what your future looks like. Well, think about it. You were raised by parents and you're with them all the time as a child. And is the life that your parents are in the type that you want? Now, if your answer is no, and especially right now I'm going to focus on and zoom in on the emotional topic. If the answer is no, then you need some stepping up to do, honey bunny, and it's going to be painful, and I'm going to maybe, push a nerve and make you feel uncomfortable, but I don't really care, because it's what a lot of us need to do. It's what I needed to do to move on and get forward and be independent, and that's the key word, independent, because when you are a child, you are dependent on this toxic person, meaning you crave love from this person. You need them for financial help from this person. Everything that you need to survive is coming from this toxic person. So you're literally being trained to get love in a toxic way. The cycle is gonna stop only with you, meaning you need to get off the toxic titty and move on and become independent. Meaning, no more searching for love from your parent if your parent is unable or unwilling to give it to you. No more searching for some type of emotional support or some kind of emotional stability, some kind of relationship that is going to be non-existent for a person that does not want to change. Now, don't get me wrong, people can change, but if you have the type of parent that's where you come and say, hey, there's an issue that needs to be addressed, that our relationship can become better, and instead of saying, you're right, I feel that way too, maybe we should do something about this. If they're not like that, and instead they're like, what problem? Well, I don't see a problem. That means you need to you need to move on and continue building your life in the way that you want to build it. Create the boundary, create the line, and saying, I don't care if they're your parent. At the end of the day, they're a human being, they're a soul, you're an equal soul on this planet. Meaning, as a soul, they are hurt, they are wounded. They are capable of doing harmful things. They're capable of doing really beautiful things. But as a soul, your soul, seeing another soul potentially creating harm to you, do you say, yeah, I see that you're harmful, come hurt me, come do all these things to me? Or do you say, hey, I see that you're up to this behavior, I see that you're up to this action, these words, and I don't think I want my soul to really mingle, interact, and mix with that type of behavior from that soul. So I think I'm going to create a boundary, I'm going to create a line to stop that from happening, so that when I have and continue living my life and living my soul's journey, and when I have children and their souls don't have to interact and mingle so much with the soul that is not on the same path and journey as your soul, or the journey that you want to create for your children's soul. Hope you're following me with this. Rewind if you're not, because this is really deep, really important. It all comes down to action. The only reason why maybe that you're afraid of standing up to a parent is because of this human experience that we've given us, these rules that we've given ourselves of, oh, we cannot talk to our parents this way, we cannot cut our parents out of our life. You don't have to cut anybody out your life, but what you do need to do is set boundaries, and you need to create the action that's going to protect you and your family, that's going to protect your soul, And not only protect your soul, but allow your soul to expand. Because if your soul is in fear, if your soul is in an area of judgment and of hurt and of pain from one other soul or two other souls, your parents, how's that going to help you grow? It's not. And also, if your parents are willing to go through that healing process with you, acknowledge that. And sometimes it's going to take a little bit more patience from you. I mean, you've already been patient, living with a person that's been so toxic with you. But if they're willing to change, you're going to have, it's going to be, it could be a challenge for you to sit there and accept and forgive. And that's a journey in itself, too. So either way you're learning, either way you're expanding, whether the relationship continues and it grows and it prospers in a healthy relationship, or the relationship does not work out with your parent and you have to move on without them for a certain period of time until maybe things can develop further between you two. Either way, it's a growing opportunity, and either way you need to do what's right for you. If you do have that very close-knit family, I know that it can be hard to maybe separate yourself a little bit, but you don't have to be disrespectful about it. You can, you know what their true colors are, you know how they think. At this point, it's just mastering yourself to behave in a way that's going to keep you safe. Meaning, if you need to move out the house, move out the house. If you need to get a job to pay for your new car that is not connected to your parents' name, if you need to move out of the state or move out of the city, you need to figure out what you need to do to create a life that's worth living, meaning a life that's happy, because you want to live a happy life, I hope. If not, then that's you. But for a lot of people, I know they want to live a healthy, happy life, and then you cannot live a healthy, happy life if there are toxic people in your life. If you're underage and you cannot move out, remember that this is only a period of time. Learn what you can learn. See the negative actions. See all the toxic behavior, and see what you can do within yourself so that you do not behave that way. Right? That is true acknowledgement. That is true self-awareness. That is true self-acceptance. Seeing all those poisonous mindsets that they've already infiltrated into you at 2-3 years old that you live by, right? Sometimes it's not always about the other people. Sometimes it's the heaviness that they've left with us, meaning they can be out of our lives. All that toxicity can be out of our lives. You could have already moved out of the state. Maybe our parents have died already. But just because they're out doesn't mean that what they left within us in our hearts is gone. So at the end of the day, it comes down to self-awareness, self-love, and saying, what do I do to heal these wounds that have been created? What do I do to change these mindsets that create new wounds? Meaning, if I'm acting in anger, if I'm acting in jealousy, if I'm acting in all these emotions that create heaviness in my heart, did I learn these behaviors from somebody? Who did you learn that behavior from? And learn, how can I change my mindset? How can I see this situation differently so that I don't have those things in my heart anymore? Because that is true healing. That is true healing. And I hope that you're hearing this message very deeply if you are one of those children. At this point, you can't do anything about what happened in the past. You can only do something right now in this present moment to change your future. And that's why I say take action now. Sit with yourself, figure out a plan. What can I do to heal myself right now? Or who can help me? Who can I find that can help me see in a different way? I am open for sessions, for discussions. You can DM me, message me. You can share this video if this has helped you, or you can share this video with somebody that you know this will help. Please like, please comment, subscribe, share. Your presence is, if this is helping you, then your presence is surely appreciated. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next Thursday for another beautiful episode of Talk About It Thursday. And I will see you next time.